Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm barefaced because we're gonna do a foundation and concealer review, which is the Rodial Diamond Concealer and Foundation. So let's jump right into it, no big talk. This foundation claims to be medium to full coverage, like medium buildable coverage. It is infused with real diamond powder. It should blur out the pores. It should make you look luminous, and yeah, I think that's promising. Let's try it out. Then the concealer is the diamond concealer. Well, this one, I already tried it. I had it for a long time now. I had it in the shade 20, which was for my face, but too yellow for under my eyes. Now I got the shade 10, and this is a bit too light. So just to talk quickly about the shades. This comes in 9 shades, this comes in 5 shades, and this is also too yellow for me, but better than nothing. I like it better too yellow than too pink, but 9 shades is definitely not enough. They have darker shades, they have lighter shades, but no fair shades. Like number 10 is not fair, like literally. This is 20 and I'm actually not that light. I'm like light to medium, but yeah. Then about the concealer, like I said, too yellow, this one too pink, not light enough. I think Rodial should do something about their shade range, but we don't care for now. We now are gonna jump right into applying the foundation. I'm gonna use, they say 1 to 2 pumps. I'm gonna start with 1 pump. The way I like to do it, this is 1 pump. So it is not a lot that comes out of here. I think in the end I'm going to use 2 pumps. So what I always do is I apply it on my face directly. I'm going to put it here where I have scars, nothing on my forehead because my forehead looks a bit older when I put too much coverage. So. Can you tell it's, I look like a Simpson. But it is full coverage, like for sure medium to full coverage. This covered my whole face. Let's go ahead on the other side. This is very full coverage in my opinion. Okay, so I finished blending in the foundation. Well, it's clinging onto my dry nose, kind of, because I can feel like the skin is peeling off there. And everywhere else, I think it looks okay. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the concealer. Again, this is the shade 10. It's a bit too light, but we're still gonna work with it. I'm just gonna put a bit in the front because I know it's very blendable and quite full coverage and you don't need a lot of it. It reminds me a bit of the Too Faced Born This Way Full Cover Concealer. This looks a lot better. So, this is the foundation applied. Again, I'm checking. It settled a bit into my fine lines. I'm just gonna quickly blend it in again. By the way, I'm not a fan of using powder right after you applied foundation. I would always stay a bit, move your face a bit, and then tap everything in place again, and then apply powder if you need to. I feel like this is one where I don't need a lot of powder, but I'm gonna still powder because there's areas where I always powder in order to make it last a bit better. I'm gonna stay with the Rodial products, and it's the palette. Looks very messy, I know, I'm sorry, but I like this palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the banana powder, it's banana colored powder, for my face. Just to set a bit here. Because I get kind of a fine line here. So I always make sure to set that. So it doesn't stay glowy. Then I set here. I'm gonna bronze now also with the bronzer from Rodial. So everything on my face will be Rodial. This brush is also Rodial. I love this brush, by the way. Okay. This is kind of a cool tone bronzer. I never go for cool tone bronzers, but this one is one I kind of like. Bronzer went on pretty. Then I'm gonna quickly do some blush, because this blush is really gorgeous. So, how did the powders apply? I think they applied nicely. I'm now quickly gonna zoom in terribly close to show you how my skin looks like up close and personal. I'm pretty sure you can tell now. My skin looks a tiny bit powdery. My under eyes, as you can tell, do you think I should set them? I didn't set them. They look dry already. I think I'm gonna set them and then put a layer of setting spray and we see how it looks like. For setting, I'm again gonna stay with the palette. I'm just gonna use the white powder. So when you have some kind of active scarring going on, you know, the pimple that's going to transition to scarring, if that makes sense. I have it here. And here it doesn't look nice. Then my fine lines. It's alright, I would say. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my makeup now. I just wanted to show you how it looks like when you apply powder on top of it. It's definitely full coverage. We're gonna see how it stays after a couple of hours. So yeah, see you in a minute. Okay guys, so I just finished my makeup. I'm gonna now go ahead, do some stuff, and then I'm gonna be checking in at the end of the day. As for now, I have to say it did cling to my dry patches, and also on my pores here I can see some texture going on. And yeah, maybe it wears nicely and it looks better when my natural oils come out, so let's see. I think it's very flawless now, so I mean flawless. Full coverage flawless, and on camera it looks really nice, but let's see how it looks like at the end of the day. Okay, so I'm back for the check-in. It's been 4 hours already and this is how the foundation looks like. Let me take my mirror to check it out. I haven't seen myself in the mirror. Okay. I think it's okay. It's like any typical full coverage foundation on me. It's settled here and there is no separation going on though. I like that a lot. On my forehead it's also fine. I mean, this pimple, yeah, it's just, I think it's normal that the pimples cling to those, that the foundation clings to those spaces where you have pimples. My pores look okay, better than right after the application. I'm gonna zoom in a bit. So, I don't know if you can tell here, it went into my fine lines. Concealer is, I would say it's okay. I have had some better ones. I like it more on my face than under my eyes, but it's completely fine. I've had worse. It doesn't crease necessarily badly. It creased a bit, but It's minimal creasing, I have to say. And yeah, let me buff that in my skin again. That's the cool thing, like I buff it throughout the day and then it's fine again. Now it looks fresh again. Hello, I'm back for the last check-in. It's been 9 hours and my skin looks, let me check in the mirror. It looks quite nice for a full coverage foundation. I didn't get oily and I didn't get too dry. There is one spot where it actually separated quite a bit and it's around my nose, and we're gonna zoom you a bit in. You can't tell because it's like minimally separated, and here it's a bit patchy. But that's just my nose. I've been blowing my nose lately. Yeah, I didn't retouch and refresh anything. This is just like I applied it 9 hours ago, and this is how it looks like. My fine lines, I mean, usually I tap it in again and then it's good. Then my concealer, this is how it looks like. I'm sorry, I'm getting awfully close. I would say this is minimal creasing. Like, you see I have under eye wrinkles. Wrinkles. Fine lines, or however you want to call it. Yeah, it also a bit like where I had this pimple healing situation going on, it also clinged a bit there, but that's pretty normal, you know, it's still healing and the skin is like renewing itself there. So it actually looks nice. I like it now more than I liked it right after application. I think this foundation looks really nice when you prep your skin really well with a moisturizing primer, which I didn't do. I think I would have gotten a much nicer look because now I look luminous, and I would have looked more luminous right after application if I would have prepped my skin properly. The concealer is nice. I knew it was a nice concealer. This is also a no makeup concealer, so whenever you want to go without makeup, you can just apply it on your face, and it's like so full coverage and you can spread it out. It's super blendable. I like that a lot. So I like the concealer. I like the foundation for a full coverage foundation that looks nice in photos. If I have the choice between Huda Beauty, Estee Lauder Double Wear, and this one, I will go for this one. It feels a lot more lightweight. It settles a lot less in pores and everywhere else, you know, like it. You know, I have a very dry skin and this didn't settle in that much, so I'm really happy. I'm a bit disappointed about the shade range. If you can manage to find your shade in those 9 foundation shades and 5 concealer shades, you might give it a try. If you can't, then yeah, sucks a bit. Like I said, Rodial needs to work a bit on that. But yeah, my final thing is I actually recommend it. You can check it out, I think, here in Switzerland at Radial. You can go and swatch it, and everywhere else, I don't know, in Germany I think it's available at Douglas now, if I'm not mistaken, and everywhere else I need to do my research. No, just check online at Rodial, and yeah. If you liked this video, let me know down below. Let me know what next foundations I should check, and I would be really happy to see you soon again.